Go ahead.
The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots.
The modern day chariots are these cars. All right? Go ahead.
The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
And the word horse means power. All right? In the book of Haggai, the Most High referred to the plains up there as horses. All right? Go ahead.
And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses.
Now that's talking about when after America is destroyed. Go ahead.
And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
Go ahead.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
The well-favored harlot is in the book of Revelation, and that's America. All right? When you go to the book of Revelation, matter of fact, give me, there's so many scriptures you can go to in Revelation that speak about the harlot. Yeah, go to Revelation 17.
Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Right, the judgment of the great whore is not talking about NATO or the beast. It has nothing to do with the beast. It's talking about this bitch right here. That's America. All right, America is referred to as a whore. All right, a harlot. All right, go ahead.
It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of a fornication.
Now, fornication means to, it is another way of saying adultery, right? When you accept the so-called American system, because who dispenses democracy and Christianity? Really America, man. America's always talking about we got to go down there and we got to set up democracy in Iraq. We got to set up a democracy in Africa. We got to set up a democracy in Haiti. And along with that democracy is their Christianity, all right? That's why when the Pope goes anywhere on this planet Earth, they clean the streets for him, man. Because that official religion is the Roman Catholic religion.
No matter what denomination.
No matter what denomination.
And neither one of them don't work. It be the sword.
Thank you. All right, go ahead, brother.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Tell me when that thing stops.
Yep. 11 minutes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Like I said, the woman is America, right? But the prophet John, he actually saw a woman
Sit upon a
scarlet-colored beast. Now this represents NATO. And the EU, scarlet meaning red. Because what color is the so-called white man?
Red.
He's red. All right? Now, speak for a minute, because I got a book where they show you all the representatives of the EU, and they're all Edomites.
And then the reason, like you see the woman sitting on the beast, the reason why America's sitting on the beast is because the beast represents NATO, it represents Europe and certain other countries over there, and they're basically supporting America. Because don't you know that the Rothschilds, the head family of the international bankers that lives in England, they finance America, they finance the Federal Reserve, they finance the presidential campaigns, they finance the senators, the congressmen, they pay off America, and then they have America go all around the earth. With this guy right here, Evelyn Rothschild, they have America go throughout all the earth with their armies and spread that democracy BS. And if they don't do it through the armies, they have certain representatives among the Congress that go to these different countries and have these secret meetings with these so-called puppet leaders that are set up in those countries to set up democracy.
Yeah, through the CIA. They use the CIA as the main vehicle to spread that democracy bullshit. And like we said earlier, if you get the movie The Good Shepherd, it breaks it down for you.
Yep.
So you brothers got to stop watching movies like My Baby's Mama, or Soul Plane. You know, you got to come up on a higher level, man. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
You know? Yeah, you got to start watching movies like The Good Shepherd.
Right.
And movies that say something. Because that's
a good movie that came out with Denzel Washington, The Great Debaters. That's a good movie. You got to see that movie. All right?
Yeah.
They had that movie I Am Legend.
Yeah.
But basically what's happening is the so-called European Union, NATO, They're basically through the Rothschilds. They're basically supporting America. That's why I said the woman was sitting on a scarlet-colored beast.
Can I ask
because
a question
they're carrying her.
To the crowd, by a show of hands, who doesn't know about the Rothschilds?
I know about the Rothschilds.
I mean, be honest. If you don't know, you don't know. All right, so I assume everybody knows about the Rothschilds. Well, that's good. That shows you guys been watching.
Right.
You've been learning. The Rothschilds, let me tell you something. The Rothschilds, what you say, brother? Show you. Oh, well, hey, you know what? If they're lying, that's on them. Right. They don't want to be informed.
They're just saying in general, you know?
Right. But in general, that's the word is getting out there. That's the point I'm making. Let me just say this. The Rothschilds, they don't want you to know about them.
Right.
That's why they hide behind the scenes. That's how they maintain their power. All right? Any guy that you see on the forefront, that guy's not really powerful. You know the guy who has the power, the guy that's in the background.
Exactly, the power behind the throne.
All right? And the Rothschilds are in the background. And they own this whole known world. And they're known in the Bible as Esau.
Right.
Now, when you go in the book of Genesis 27 and 40, it tells you that the Most High would bless Esau with the power of the whole known world.
Right.
And also bless him with the power of the sword. Now, guess what? The Rothschilds are the direct descendants of Esau. Now, Rothschild is German for red child. What color was Esau?
Red.
Genesis 25 and 25. He was red.
That's not a coincidence.
See? So that's not a coincidence.
There they go right there.
All right, there they go right here.
That's the Rothschild.
Now, yeah, that's the going back to the 1700s. That's the patriarchs, or the sons, the patriarch and the sons of the Rothschild family. This is where it all began. All right, and you'll notice there's 5 of them. Now 5 represents power. All right, it's no coincidence that it's 5 of them. 5 represents power. All right, so this is the power seat here. Now this guy